All right, so in this video, we are going to cover how to write the equation of a line given 2 points. So we're just going to be combining two skills that we have been doing a lot of separately. The first one being finding the slope between 2 points using our formula. So that's step one. The second step is to write the equation once you have the slope and a point. As you know, you can use either formula, so I will go ahead and show both in this video. So first step, most important, is always to label your points and then plug into your formula. Remember, use these parentheses if needed to kind of keep you organized. All right, it's really easy to lose minus signs, especially since there's minuses in the formula. We tend to forget them a lot. So for y2, I'm going to plug in 1 minus, for y1 is -4, x2 is 3, and x1 is 2. You can go ahead and plug this into Desmos, but these numbers are small enough that we can just do this by hand. That double negative turns into a positive. So 1 plus 4 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 5 divided by 1 is just 5. All right, so remember this right here, that is our slope. Ooh, that was an ugly looking M, but whatever, right? So that's our slope. Now, so that was step one. Step two, we're going to plug into y equals mx plus b form. And like I said, just use this first point, make it easy. All right, you're going to plug in -4 for y. Our slope is 5, and that x value was 2. All right, so we have 5 times 2 is 10 plus b. Got to get b by itself, so subtract 10 from both sides. -4 minus 10 is going to give us a -14. All right, so we have our m and our b. Now our final step is again to plug into y equals mx plus b form. We leave y and x alone. All right, we just plug in our slope and our y-intercept. So our slope, our m, was 5, and our y-intercept was a positive 14. And that's it. That is our equation that passes to the point 2, -4, and 3, 1. Right, so nothing too scary. It is involved. There are added steps, but it's all steps that we've done before and that we are comfortable with. Okay. So now we're going to move on to a second example, and instead of using slope-intercept, we're going to use my personal favorite, which is point-slope, because it cuts out the third step. All right, so here we go. Buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. y2, we're going to plug in 5. y1 is -1. x2 is 1, and x1 is -1. Again, these numbers are small enough. Let's just do this by hand. These double negatives are going to turn positive. 5 plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2. And 6 divided by 2 gives us 3. So our slope right here is 3. Now, so that was step 1. Step 2, we're going to plug into point slope form. All right, so we have y minus. Use that first point. y1 is -1. Our slope is 3. X minus x1 is -1. Okay. Adjust these double negatives like that. And now we have this 3 outside touching our parentheses. We need to distribute. So we have y plus 1 equals 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times a positive 1 is a positive 3. All right, so our last step, we need to get y by itself. So go ahead and subtract 1 from both sides. And so we get y equals 3x plus 2. Okay. To me, that felt nicer, but if you don't do slope-intercept, if you don't do point slope, you can skip this step. So like I said, again, personal preference. All right, are we ready for our last and final example? Yes, we are. Thank you. All right, we have our points labeled. We have our formulas set up. For that y2, we plug in 7. y1 is -3. x2 is -1. x1 is 4. This double negative, 7 plus 3 is 10. Negative 1 minus 4 is not 3. It is negative 5. All right, 10 divided by negative 5 gives us a negative 2. So that, again, is our slope. Step 1. Step 2, I am going to use point slope just because I don't like having to plug back in. I think it's easy for things to get lost, or I think we get confused. So y minus, y1 is negative 3. Our slope was negative 2x minus 4. All right, that double negative becomes a positive 3. We got to deal with this negative 2 out front. So we have y plus 3 equals negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 4 gives us a positive 8. All right, we got to subtract that 3 from both sides. So our final answer is going to be y equals negative 2x plus 5. Okay, and that's it. That's our equation. Yeah, hopefully this helps and makes this big process a little less scary.